Okay, so this is our brand new motor coach. I just finished polishing the outside and the inside is all cleaned up. And so we thought we would give you a little bit of tour. So we're gonna do the inside and then after we'll do the outside. And so for the inside, this is your tour guide. She's a reluctant tour guide,
Very reluctant.
but it's happening. So start giving us the tour. What are all the highlights?
All right. Well, there's accent lighting on each side.
Okay, let me show the accent light. That's on the sides. And if you turn it off, you can see that it goes on and off. So the wall's kind of backlight for watching movies.
Yes, and then we have the wall lights. Little fancy mesh. I think it's wicker design.
Very fancy.
And then while we're on this side, we have a TV on what's called a televator.
So we
Press
push
the
this
button.
button.
And it pops up.
This TV comes up. This is a 49-inch TV.
It completely will block the window.
So that's really good for our movie watching nights if it's late at night or raining outside or something. And this sofa we can pretty much all fit on there, but then we have the table.
Yeah.
And we also have these captain's chairs at the front that they turn around, so you can have like a little living room area as well.
And we have little end tables too, which our other coach didn't have. So on this sofa, you have somewhere to put your drink and a little cabinet there. And as well, on that side, it's a bit bigger, which is nice because the other coach we didn't have place.
So these are end tables with cabinets underneath them. There's that TV.
It's a Sony.
So perfect. Has a surround sound system. So just like a home, up over here, above the dash, in this cabinet is all of the receiver and our satellite dish controller and everything else for the home theater. It has 5 speakers in the ceiling and then a subwoofer as well. Sounds pretty much just like our home system.
And then also the controls while we're at the front for the slides and the tank levels and the battery, the
All that
awnings.
kind of stuff.
It's all front and handy. One thing also about the windows, elevator down, is there's this panel here, and it actually comes off. It can be like a little remote. Just Velcros in there. All the windows have sunshades as well as night shades, and I like this feature because I can go all night and hit the down button, and then instantly all of the shades in the coach go down.
Now it darkens it right up because all of the windows get closed off.
And the front one is on a different switch, but
You know why it's on a different switch?
so you don't hit it accidentally while driving.
That's exactly right.
And then I just go all night and up, and they all go up. And you can do each window individually, but I don't like the windows open at night.
The same thing with the day shades. Right now the day shades are down, which are just kind of like a shade of sunscreen over the window. So they work the same way.
And then this sofa here is a jackknife sofa, which just, I can't really do it. Just kind of flattens out into a bed. I don't think it would be a very comfortable bed, but if we ever needed to, we would have that option. And I've never put it up, so sorry.
Well, you shouldn't have put it down if you can't put it
Might have to put the camera down. There we go.
down. It locks into place.
Fairly easy. And then on this side, this is Justine's bed. It is a queen-sized air mattress, but it also has springs in it. It's kind of like a dual air mattress.
It's like a sleep number bed. It's not just an air mattress. It's air over coil springs. So it's very, very fancy. This sofa is actually larger than the sofa we have in our house in terms of with this one, believe it or not, is the same size as the sofa we have in our house, and no one believed it until I showed them with a tape measure of our red leather sofa. And then we have a big, large brown sofa, and it's almost the same as this one.
Might as well look at the floors now before we go on. Well, excuse the black. These strips are just in for when we put the slides in so it doesn't scratch the tile floor. We really like the tile floor. I think it's really nice, and it has glass insets right here, which is kind of neat. I like it much better than the white. It hides the dirt better. And I also like how the grout is chocolate brown, so you also don't have to worry about having the kids tracking in mud and staining the grout.
These are 24-inch polished porcelain tiles.
So pretty fancy, but not too outlandish. Okay, moving on into the kitchen. So I'll start above. We have our, this is our oven / microwave. It has speed cook and convection and regular microwave. It's called an Advantium, and it's very cool. It works really well. There are, actually Corey's probably better at explaining this.
It's a better oven than we have in our house. It cooks things about twice as fast as normal, using halogen and ceramic burners and convection and microwave, so several different ways of cooking.
Right. There's a metal plate that gets put in the bottom for the speed cook and or convection, and then there's also 2 metal racks that go in when we're not in the microwave mode. It's very cool. It works very quick. And then up here, another thing, one of my favorites is we have an induction cooktop, which is unbelievably fast for cooking, and especially like boiling pasta, heating up water. And what's pretty cool is you can turn it on. Well, it actually won't go on unless it detects metal cookware. See, it won't turn on. But it doesn't heat up. It has it works with metal. You can't use glass cookware or anything. It has to be metal. It's like a magnet.
It's induction based cooking, so it's not radiant, or the burners don't heat up, they just heat the pot.
It's very cool. And then I'm just excited about this, by the way. This is my coffee machine. I finally have a little mini Keurig in here, much to Corey's dismay, but tough. I love it. This countertop opens up for an additional, which has been great for whether I'm cooking. We'll put the waffle maker on here, or if the kids are serving food, I might use this for the dishes and stuff. So it's been extremely handy having this extra surface for counter space.
We put lots of special customized things in this coach. So the flooring was customized. The cabinets are coastal cherry solid wood cabinets. There's no veneer in any place here. It's all solid hardwood. The trim, the doors, the cabinets themselves, the shelves inside, all the trim on the ceiling is all complete hardwood, cherry wood, and that was a custom order we had to have brought in for it. And then the countertops are also custom, polished granite countertops, or that were a bit of an upgrade for us. So these are really kind of fancy. That oven, of course, was a special upgrade. And
all the cabinets also on the inside are all, it's nice. We don't have to, our other Berkshire, we used to have to put like these rubber pads so the dishes wouldn't slide around, and all of these cabinets on the bottom kind of have this, so it's like a rug, but it's quite nice so the dishes don't slide around and move when we're driving. And the cabinets close really easily. When you get actually close to the end, you can let it go and they shut. Well, we're a little off balance, so they're not shutting right now. Another one of my favorite features is we have a dishwasher in here. To turn it on to open it. But it's quite large. I was first a little doubtful that it would be very useful for a family of 5. But I have to run it after each meal pretty much. Well, after lunch. I can get breakfast and lunch dishes in there. I don't do pots in there, obviously, but it's been very handy to have. It sure speeds up me getting to have some more fun and trying to make the kids wash and dry dishes. So it's been a great feature. And then over here, the sink. It's all we opted for stainless steel. Our other coach, we had a Corian sink, and it just stains. I don't like them. I prefer stainless steel. I can sanitize this better, and I'm not worried about it chipping or getting stained. This pulls down, switches to spray. It's quite good, and it has a two-piece cover for each of the sides, so I use that quite often if I need more counter space. I can cover up half of the sink and have a nice, even a bigger counter area. And I see if the accent lighting also goes here. This cabinet is kind of neat. It has a pull, let's shift it around while we're driving, a pull out for our dishes. Kind of neat, although the dishes do jiggle a little bit on here.
Well, you have to have some noise. It's extremely quiet.
Yes,
it's like
very quiet.
driving a high-end car down the road.
Okay, and then under just sink, again, what I like is this pulls out. Just easier to access the different things under here. A lot of neat features. You know, the drop down for the kitchen. Then on this side,
Oh, this is very special as well. This was
This-
another custom thing we had built for us, is this table, this dinette, booth dinette. So this, when it's in this form, is about the same size as we had in our last motor coach. But
four people can fit here.
the beauty is it can expand significantly.
Okay.
So this also has the granite countertop, the same as the everywhere else. And then these sides,
So I just flip this little switch up.
they can expand and you get about double the space. So you can quite easily fit 6 people around here.
And then this has the cushion. Lifts up. It goes in here. And then I can go under our bed, which I'll just flip up. Has the backs of the cushions, so now it has just extended. And that the other side, I'm not going to pull the other side out, but the other side goes out just as far. And then
And in this table, they've never built anything like this before. So we basically, when I went to the factory for a week and met with the guys there, we jointly engineered a solution for this table. So it extends way out. It's really very, very solid like this. You put 2 extension leaves in here, and you get another 22 inches. I think each leaf is 11 inches.
I'm not going to put the leaves
But then
in,
we wanted a way to make sure it would be really well supported on the end. So we have this custom-made leg that wedges underneath there, and there's a bracket right underneath the table that holds this very solidly in place. It's rock solid when it's in there. And there's little foam on the underside of that leg to give it some grip on the tile, and it just it's awesome. The kids love it.
Yeah.
Our friends really love it when they come over because we can fit 6 people around it, no problem. It's a beautiful table.
And what's nice too, another reason why the kids like this all the way out, because if you look at this cushion here, this is what the kids like to do. They'll favorite viewing spot. They can lean back here because it's nice and padded on the back and have a perfect view of the TV. So this is they really like it when it's out.
They also like it because right behind it we put in these custom iPhone and iPad charging stations. So they have cables that plug directly in the wall. You don't need an adapter. It's like an outlet for half of it, and then a charging station, USB charger on the top.
One thing I just show, because I know my mom knows how I like to organize things, and my dad. So look at this. I've gone through and I've bought all these different plastic things so I don't have everything shifting around. I can pull them out, and then over here I took a lot of time figuring out different size of containers, and again, like the snacks, this is like the snack area, so they can just pull it out. All the snacks are in there, so they're not all sliding around, and I have it all set up. Justine was pretty excited too when she saw all this stuff in here and how much so it's kind of nice. It leaves it neat and tidy, and I just like that. And then I'll finish off the kitchen. Is another very exciting part for us is a full residential size refrigerator. Just pretty much like home, a little bit smaller than our home fridge, but on the front, I use this tons. We have an ice maker and water dispenser, which is great. And then it opens up. Well, I can lock it.
It has a lock for when you're driving down the road. The doors don't swing open.
Yeah. And it's because it's a residential fridge, we leave it on all the time, so it's nice. So I can leave just the condiments and stuff in here all the time, so it helps when I'm loading up to go away. This is really nice tray. It's perfect. It really is. It's gonna be awesome when we go on our long trips in the summer. And then of course the freezer on the bottom, which I keep loaded. I mean, it's great. I can keep meat, everything like I would at home, so that really helps. And it's quite a fair size. So, and then to the left of the refrigerator is another cool thing. It's a pantry. It's kind of slim, but it's pretty nice to have. It has all these sliding drawers.
This is also a custom design of ours.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look that fancy, but it's got extra space for stuff and pull-out drawers that are all adjustable.
Yeah, so this has been great. Again, I can load everything up, have it nice and tidy, easy, so I'm not reaching back in like our other coach. I used to have to like practically dig stuff out to get to the back of the cupboard, so that's been really nice. All right, and then another thing we have is the half bath, which is also the girl bathroom. Well, Justine and Heather, the teen bathroom. They keep all their bathroom stuff in here. The window shade up. So this is beautiful in here to have this extra bathroom, because usually once somebody would inadvertently go in the bathroom and somebody would have an emergency and have to get out. It has a nice little fancy bowl sink cabinet behind there. Again, all my little organizers I have for the girls when they bring their stuff in. This is just controls, again, the fuse box. It also, one thing about the door, if you notice how the door opened, it kind of pivots. That's something special for the Newmar. And it's just so when the slides are in and you're traveling down the road, you can still open in the bathroom and you don't block off anybody walking by. There's also another cabinet in here. Again, I have the girls have their organizers in here. It's been great. Lots of storage. It's been really nice to have all this different stuff and not be all cramped. A little exciting thing is that the toilets are just like residential toilets. They have water in the bowl. The other style have barely had any water. It flushes just like a regular toilet. Well, there's a button you press, and it just puts a bit more water in the toilet, and then flushes it. It's pretty good. No step. Our other one, you have to have us push your foot on the step. Okay. I think that was everything in the bathroom. Oh, heated floors. Didn't tell you about that. The floors are heated. There's three different zones?
Three different, well, there's actually 4 zones, but 3 different zones that you can control by temperature. And then they have like a low, medium, and high, so they keep your feet nice and warm on this tile when it's cold outside. And then we have 3 additional zones of heating and cooling. So the air conditioners in the roof are covered with this nice cherry paneling. And you have 3 different zones. The front, sort of the main kitchen, and then the bedroom and back area. And you can control each one of those to a different temperature. It's each got its, there's a programmable thermostat, so you can program it for different temperatures, morning and evening and stuff like that. And then in terms of heating, we have the floor heat, which we talked about. The air conditioners are also heat pumps, so they will put out heat down to just a little bit above freezing. Below that, they can't put out heat. And then we have a diesel burner that takes the diesel out of the fuel tank, and it's a boiler. It heats up basically boiler fluid and circulates it through the coach when you ask for heating. And so you have hydronic boiler heat, so makes no noise. It's very rapid heating, gives us unlimited hot water, so you can shower forever. You can use the dishwasher at the same time as you're showering, and you never have a hot water problem. So very nice that way. And the unit is, because of all that, it's completely 100% self-contained, so you can run everything on here while you're driving down the road. You could actually do everything if you're adventurous enough, or just park in a parking lot. We actually have the generator running in it right now, just to show off all the stuff, and it's likely you can't even hear it. It's so quiet that it's really super quiet. Okay, back to you.
Okay, I think that covers it. One thing Corey had in the little hallway to the back room is he put in this full-size mirror because he wants to stand and look at himself. No, he claims so the girls actually are, well, especially Justine is in front of it a lot, making sure everything looks good. So it's nice because it was just a wall, which was still beautiful because the wood in here is remarkable.
So it's a little hallway, and that's the master bedroom, and you can close that off, of course, with these 6-panel doors. Nice, heavy cherry wood.
So it closes off just beautiful. And then back in the master bedroom, I'll put the bed down. This is kind of extra storage underneath the bed. That's where we keep all the Justine's bedding and then the stuff, the extensions for the table. But it's on a hydraulic. So queen size bed, end table, little end table on each side with a cabinet. Cabinets above our bed. It's I quite like the upholstery they've put in here. All the bedding this part is our own. We added that in after, but I like the headboard. Nice, the wood again, nice leather background. We have the accent lights back here as well. All the artwork came with it.
Yeah, we chose all the fabric colors and the headboard color and all that, and the wood, of course. I did not choose the artwork, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's kind of a 3D thing. And above our bed, we have the controls for the lights, all the different lights. There's controls for the windows. Again, you can put the windows down. You just the button, hit it once, and now all the shades in the bedroom go down. And then it's quite nice. And then, of course, it has lights above here for reading. It's just really nice in the evening. It just has a nice, the whole coach has a really nice homey feel. And then this is our entertainment side, cabinets, nice big, I don't know what size the TV is.
I think it's a 32-inch TV. And then back, this little antenna that we have on the counter. We have full high-speed internet on the road. So we have, this coach is wired with, has 2 hotspots for the front and back, and then we've got full-time redundant internet on the road from the 2 major suppliers. So we can go down the road surfing the web or streaming movies or anything of the sort. And then we've got this nice media center in there with hundreds of movies and thousands of TV shows they can stream to their iPhones or to the TVs or whatever. We have our PlayStation, so we can play video games. And of course our satellite TV comes back here as well.
And then the other doors on here are all just drawers that are quite deep. So again, a lot of storage space. On each side of the TV is a little closet.
These are the shirt wardrobes.
And then this is the main one.
Our main closet.
We have, one thing in here in the
Turn the light on.
in the coach we have is central vac. The plug-in for the vacuum is in the little half bath. Corey went and added this little hanger in here so we had a place to store it. He also added the shelf in just so we could have a place underneath for putting the shoes, the extra shoes. This is our laundry hamper, which is full right now of all the clean stuff. I've washed everything, I just haven't made the beds yet. And then behind is a safe, which I don't use, but anyway.
We ordered the safe for the closet I thought it was going to be something different. It's a big
Yeah,
suit.
it's big. It's kind of,
Takes up too much space.
we could have actually just had something like a quarter that size. And then again, for all the jackets, it's just nice to have a easy place where everyone can put away their shoes and their jackets. Keep it neat and tidy. Okay, so that, I think, covers the bedroom. Oh, on this side, again, so you can fully enclose this room. Again, it has a nice panel doors. So if the kids are still sleeping in the back rooms, they have their own little space back here. This has a step up into the back little hallway. It has a linen closet right here, which has pretty good storage. Again, very happy with all the space. Kind of awkward storaging because everything's kind of at an angle, but I'm still kind of figuring out how to stow things.
This is the largest motorhome you can buy, and we still need more space, so we have every square inch is utilized somehow.
Oh yes, still figuring it out. This is the main bathroom, which is a pretty darn good size. We have the corner sink, again, cabinets. Okay, well, I shifted down. Just nice space, again, a lot of different storage. If you come in, the bathroom, the shower is huge. It has this little lock on it so it doesn't open while we're down the road. Swing that open. It has this cedar bench seat that can flip up.
That's teak, actually.
Teak, actually. Okay, teak. Corey added in those shampoo and soap dispensers. He also switched out the shower head. This is quite a fancy shower head. It gives you the impression that you're having more water on you than you actually do.
Well, it has two shower heads, so you can move one around, or you can put it in the middle. You can turn it on and off.
Yeah.
All the different patterns and stuff. Very good. There's a bit of there's a skylight above it, which I need because I'm too tall.
Right, so a lot of room in there. Again, the toilet with the residential flush washer and dryer, which has been really handy, especially the dryer for swim meets, for all the wet towels. They don't really need to be washed, but they do. We used to hang them in every possible spot in other motorhomes. Now we have a place to dry it, and I don't like using all the resort washer and dryers. They're pretty disgusting. And then Corey had them add in a bunch of these hooks so everybody has a place to hang their towel. He also had them add this custom molding at the top and this wood piece here, so it finishes it off really nice. And then one of the really unique to this more on the new line this year is the bedroom. See, there's a door here. And this is Gregory and Justine's bunk room.
That'd be Gregory and Heather.
Gregory and Heather, right, sorry.
They have a nice big window with a little hallway that goes in, and then they have bunk beds.
So Heather's bunk is the top. We took the ladder off. It was just too awkward. So you easily can climb up here. So they've got their own little lights back here. Shelving, again. He's put a hotspot back here. And they have plug-ins there so they can plug in and charge their computer and stuff. And same thing with Gregory on the bottom. Lots of storage, lots of drawers. So they have a lot of room to, they come out really far so they can really store their clothing. And then in the back corner is another closet where they can put their stuff. So it's kind of nice.
And they have their own heating and cooling and heated floors for back their bedroom and the bathroom. They're on their own zone.
Well, I think that covers the inside. Okay, I'm done. Get off the camera.
Let's back out towards the front. Set those chairs turn around so you can make this like a really nice living area. And then the cockpit up here has got a camera system. If I turn this on accessory mode, See that the screen there shows us a rear view camera, and then when you put your signal lights on, it shows you the left or the right side. So you can see our new truck back there, a new Explorer that we're going to be able to pull behind the motorhome. We can also pull my car, but the Explorer is a bit better because we can all fit in there. It has four-wheel drive and all that sort of stuff. And then next to that is the GPS, and then a whole bunch of buttons for various things. And then the steering wheel. I got a power window on here, which sounds like that should be on everything, but there's almost no RV you can buy that has a power driver's window, so we had that optioned in. And then this coach has got something called Comfort Drive, which is like a super power steering. You can turn this steering wheel with your pinky finger if you want. And it's also self-centering, so when you're driving down the road and you've got a big gust of wind, it compensates for that and keeps you perfectly straight. Or if you're on a crowned road and it wants to pull you off to the side, this will detect that and hold you straight down the road. So it's super, super easy to drive. In fact, I think it's easier than a car on the highway anyway. Once you get in residential where you have to maneuver, of course, it's a little tougher. It's about 44 feet long, so it can be, well, it's basically like driving a large bus. It's bigger than a Greyhound. So, this is the outside of the motor coach, and April has volunteered to do the demo, thankfully. And so this is on the outside, and again, the outside has been customized with the paint scheme. There's no other coach that's made that has these same colors. So the main color is this silver, which is called Silver Shadow Pearl, and it changes to a gold in the evening and in the mornings. Then we have a black, a bright white, and a sapphire blue that we really like. And some of the neat things that we put on out here are the stainless steel trim along the bottom, along the wheel wells, the door latches. There's stainless steel on the front, chrome mirrors. Those were all customized things. And then this step that's there is also a custom step. Most RV steps just kind of shoot out from the side and they flex a bit when you step on them. This one comes out and rests on the ground and it auto levels to the height of the ground, and then it's rock solid because it's resting on the ground when you walk in and out, and it gives you an extra, at least one, maybe two steps. The Berkshire just had one step and this one has three. A bit easier to get in and out. Okay, so you show us some of the features now.
Well, I'll show the little Ingle family. We have our Ingle family sticker that Corey had made for our coach. And it also has a, at night this lights up. We have a doorbell, which is quite cool. Our friends are, you know, it's just nice so no one has to walk or kind of just walk in or knock. They can just ring the doorbell. It has a keyless entry, so we have a code on there, so if, you know, we don't have to carry the keys around.
And the security system, of course.
The awnings in.
Yeah, the other nice thing on here is it has awnings the entire length of the coach. The coach is 44 feet, the awnings are probably 40 feet, and they're built into the roof. And the way you open them is with this little iPod-like remote.
And then you go.
Just hold it out. She's never done it, so
Keep holding.
you can let go after now. And so these come out, and they have motion sensors on them. If it gets too windy, they will automatically go back in, but they provide lots of shade, and it's too bright to see out today, but they have LED lights on them as well, so you can light up the whole side of the coach, and they come straight out. I think about 12 or 14 feet, something like that, and cover the whole side. So that's how that works. There's two of them, one really large one at the front, and then a slightly smaller one at the back, but as I said, they go the entire length of the coach. So there's a shot of of our motor coach. You can see the paint scheme that we chose. The slides are all in right now, and then there's our Explorer that we just got a couple of weeks ago to tow behind this motorhome.
Put it in. It's kind of windy.
Yep, put it in now. So, just hold it for 2 seconds, and then you can let go. All right, now let's go on. So the next neat feature on the Newmar, which no other RV has this, you notice the slide walls are perfectly flush with the wall. There's no overlap. They close like a car door, perfectly flush. So they're very tight tolerances, a highly engineered solution. And I actually spent time at the factory with their design people and their engineers talking about all this stuff. So it's very, very impressive. Our other coach had, when the slides would come in, they would overlap about 4 inches, and that's just to accommodate for all the play they have in them when you're moving down the road and stuff. And of course that leaks a lot of air coming in. They put huge gaskets all around and it still leaks. These are really, really solid.
Oh, and each window has its own separate awning.
For shade, if it's really hot, the windows are tinted, and these are the new style.
Not all the windows.
They call these flush mounted windows. All right. So the first compartment, these are all our storage compartments. This is the compartment that I wish I could spend some time with my dad on this one, because this pulls out on a really nice easy slide, and this is the beer fridge. So this will hold something, well, I don't know how many dozens of cans and bottles and stuff. We have all sorts of stuff in here now, but it's really, really handy for when we're camping. We keep it right at 0 degrees, so we have the drinks that come out of there are either super cold, sometimes they're slushy, so it's just wonderful. And then the next compartment is just an open storage area. This goes all the way through to the other side, and put whatever we need to in there. And I have this pretty much fully packed and still have a lot of extra space, so that's great. We can take all kinds of extra things.
They close really easily. You don't even have
Yeah, they close easier than a car door, which our other one, of course, didn't. This is also a full compartment that goes all the way through the other side, and it's got its stuff. We put a slide in this one so that we can slide things out. That's our, some storage bins. We have some recliner chairs there. This is a big gas grill that we use, and that just slides right in, and the slide goes out the other side too if need be. You haven't got it locked. Push. There we go. She never does
level,
this.
that's why it's harder.
Okay. Next compartment is, this one is about 3/4 of the way through, because on the other side of the coach is where that diesel boiler is for all the hot water and stuff. So this, I have my barbecue on. I've got some fishing tackle. In the back here is our pizza oven, so we can cook pizzas at the campsite, which always gets us a lot of attention from people. And I have my nice big grill that we like it actually better than our home grill. It's just not quite as big, but it's still a pretty large grill. All right, that slide back in. I guess what we forgot to say on the inside is this coach, unlike pretty much any other RV you look at, there's no propane in this coach. So we do take a bottle with us for the grill, but everything runs on electricity. So that's kind of nice. This compartment, this area is where all our water tanks are for the fresh water, and then our sewage and dump tanks. But we do have as a pegboard here, and so we can store various things. I've got my pizza peel and stuff, but I haven't really organized this very much yet. And then this is a nice feature just on the chassis, is it's got the double wheels back here. They call this a tag axle. Gives it a lot more stability, way more capacity going down the road. And then it's kind of neat when you take a corner at low speed, those back tires lift up so that they don't drag and move away.
This is very exciting.
We can skip this. That's just for the fuel treatment.
Not
Okay,
closing.
she's broke the door already. Just give it a good slam. There you go. A little bit of a rookie on the outdoor
Well,
stuff.
I don't do
These are the batteries for the chassis. So basically for the engine, there's two batteries in there to keep it going. It's about 13.5 feet tall, case you're interested in the height, is how tall that is. And then back here, of course, we don't have it hooked up. We're just at our storage facility. But this is my tow bar on the back for how you hook this up to the front of the truck, and then that's able to pull it. So you can't even barely see it on the truck, but there's tabs on here that you hook these bars into, and then there's an electrical umbilical cord, a breakaway switch, and then there's an air line, because the coach has got air brakes, and I put in this fancy brake system for the Explorer that will activate its brakes based on the air pressure from the brakes in the coach. So they work completely proportionally in sync. So that was kind of cool. And of course we got silver to match the motor coach. And then back here we have a 450 horsepower diesel engine. It's about 8.9 liters, 12 or 1300 foot-pounds of torque, so it just laughs at the hills, no problem. Our other one would struggle on the hills. We'd drop down to maybe 45, 50 miles an hour. This one I can go up a mountain pass at 60, 70 miles an hour if I need to. Of course, it burns way more fuel too. Has a 150 gallon diesel tank. I've been getting about 7 miles per gallon. Our last one got about 10 miles a gallon, so it's a bit of a downgrade there. And the radiator, that's what that is on the side there. And a couple more wheels. This next compartment is the water compartment. So it's where we hook up to the utilities. There's a water filter here, and then I also have a water softener. And all these other hoses. The white hose on the right is where we hook up our fresh water. The big black hose is how we drain the tanks, and it actually pumps the stuff out. So I can also do it by gravity, but the pump is so much nicer and cleaner. And then we have an outdoor shower here as well that is quite nice. Okay, the next compartment is the power cable. So this plugs into 50 amp shore power, 50 amps at 240 volts, or basically 100 amps at 120 volts. And it's a 50-foot power cable. It's about 1.5 inches thick in diameter, something like that. So it's really very, very heavy. In our other one, we had to filter this through a hole in the floor and then pull it out, and it was just a big pain. This one is on a power reel, so we just press a button and it rolls itself back up. Really, really handy. Okay. And this little guy, this thing called the Oasis, this is the diesel burner, diesel boiler. So we only need to use that when it's really cold outside, because it can either burn diesel or it can use electricity. It's got 2 electric heating elements in it to heat the coolant in there, and then circulate it through the coach and also heat the water at the same time. So we haven't even really turned on the diesel part of it yet, because it's just on the electricity. It's heated up the water a lot, but we'll see at Christmas how that works. And then these are all just the back side of those other cabinets that we saw on the other side. So it's the other side of the pull-out drawer and so on. So you can skip the next one, that's just the back side. And then this one is kind of neat. This is the batteries for the main coach. So these are... you can't, it's locked. There is actually 8 batteries, kind of goes in back there. And these are AGM batteries, meaning they're not flooded, that you don't have to add water to them or anything. And they'll actually give us a few days worth of power, where we don't have to be plugged in, we don't have to run a generator, we don't have to do anything. It'll run the microwave, keep the TVs going, all that kind of stuff for a few days. And if we run out of batteries, or if we ever had that scenario, we can always start our generator and charge the batteries and do whatever we want. Okay, so that is that, and here's the front of it. So that generator is actually in the hood, because we saw the engine was in the back, and that the whole front of the coach there pushes out, and that's where the generator is. It does 10,000 watts, that generator, so it's pretty substantial. Not the most aerodynamic vehicle, but pretty nice. I just finished polishing it, so you can see how nice that paint looks with the reflections off of it. It's just
just really, really nice. So that is our new motor coach. We are planning tentatively to take a month off for vacation next summer and drive this all the way up to Edmonton. Probably drive up there as quick as we can and then take our way home. Take our time on the way home and stop at Yellowstone and a whole bunch of nice places on the way back. So this is no more camping anymore. I guess it's RVing, and it's really our second home that we thought about buying a home for a lake lot or a vacation home or something like that, but we like this idea a lot better because we can use it for swim meets, we can use it on long weekends, extended vacation, we can take it anywhere we want to, we can live anywhere we want. It's also our hurricane evacuation system. If it ever happens again. Last time we had to rush out and try to scramble to find a hotel. Now we can just take our house with us, and we could live in this for many, many days without having any utilities because it's all self-contained and runs on its own. And there's a huge satellite dish on the top, which we've never even had on our house, but we put it on in here. So that is it.